Hello viewers, welcome to my channel, Learning and Motivation. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the like button after watching complete video, and also don't forget to press the bell icon to get a notification of all of my videos. So in this video, we will going to learn the basics of Excel starting from the scratch, so you will get to know each and everything about Excel. We will lead step by step. So let's get started. First, how to open the Excel. So you can right click on the desktop and go to the new button and then find the Microsoft Excel sheet. Here it is. Click on it and the icon or the file will appear. The another easy method to open the Excel file is to pin it on the main taskbar, which is displayed on every desktop. Let's say if we unpin this, how to pin the taskbar? Simply pick up this file and drag it to the taskbar. You will have it pin it on the taskbar. If you want to unpin it, you can right click on it and unpin it. So we can open, use or access our file right from there instead of going to the new option and again opening it. So we can also start it from. After when the files open, you can see a lot of formats, that is a tour to Excel, but you do not need to know the tour of Excel as you are already seeing my video. Other than that, you can have a look on formula tutorial, pivot table tutorial, seasonal photo calendar, basic personal budget, a month, year, 1 month calendar, academic calendar, company budget, and a lot more, including invoice, balance sheet, schedule report, and the most important is the Gantt chart. If you see the Gantt chart, this one. It is also used on the project management software, but we can also use it on the Excel. But this is the thing we need to learn later on. Just in case, if you do not find the specific format you are looking for, you can also search for it. Let's say for example you are looking for a chart, so we will type chart here and then search for it. You will have a numerous format regarding chart and different types of chart you are looking for, so you can access the desired one you are looking for. Also, there is a category listed over here with the number of it, that charts are 143, business related charts are 48, and so on. So there are a number of formats and categories you can find over here. But for now, we will start with a simple one. So let's get started and open the blank workbook, that is the Excel sheet. Here is the plain Excel sheet you can see, and first thing we need to learn is about exploring each and every tab. So on the right top, if you see the main menu, there are tabs for File, Home, Insert, Page Layout, Formulas, Data, Review, and View. With each tab, there forms a ribbon which has its own groups and its own features. Page Layout has its own. Insert has its own. So we should start exploring with the Home tab. In Home tab, you can see there are certain groups formed for specific functions. Let's say for this one, this is for font variation. Like if you want to select any kind of different fonts, you can change the theme right from here. If you want to increase or decrease the size, you can do it right from here. This one is also for increasing the font and decreasing the font. This one is for increasing and this one is for decreasing. This option is for bold. Like say if we write something YouTube. So if we click on this cell and press the B button, which is bold, you can also use the keyboard and make it Ctrl+B. You will have your text to be bold like this. This one is italic and this one is underline. You can use for bold from keyboard Ctrl+B. For italic you can use Ctrl+I, and for underline you can use Ctrl+U. So you can have two options whether to do it with this, or you can use keyboard. This one is to fill the complete cell with that color. Let's say if I select yellow, it is all selected by yellow. And if we use the font color, it will change the font color only. That is the text I have written. For example, I have selected this light orange, and this cell has been, the text has been selected with the light orange color. Other than that, there are alignments. These are to set with the alignments of the text. If you want to put it in the center, or the right align, left align, or the right align. Merge and center means it will merge the two cells or the group of cells. Okay, first of all, we will learn what Excel sheet is made up of. Excel sheet is made up of numerous number of columns, which we can see this, and the numerous number of rows. Let's say if we delete this. An Excel sheet is composed of columns and rows, number of columns and number of rows. If we see in this sheet, the columns A, B and C, the column is divided alphabetically and it keeps on going on as it is infinite. Whereas the rows are divided numerically with numbers, and it also keeps on going as it is infinite. It has no end. It will keep going on. The intersection of column and rows forms a cell. For example, if I place my cell over here, it is being intersected by this column and this rows. This column is column D and this row is 7. The name of the cell can be identified by the cell name box, which you can see in here. This is cell name box. It shows D7, and we can identify that our cell is placed on the D7. The cell name is D7. Why? Because the D represents the name of column and the 7 represents the row. This was the basic information required to get started with MS Excel. Now let's suppose if you want to make a chart for an inventory or any other related chart for your project or any other work. How would you give it a start? Let's suppose we start with the second row. I have left the first row intentionally and I will let you know later. Let's suppose we first name the serial number, as there are a number of items we need to put on, so we will first place the serial number. Other than that, we will add the heading item description for the item we need to put in, so item description. Now you can see this column, the text of this column is overlapping to column of C. There is no such problem. Like if we write something for the column C, let's say we write quantity. So it will show the text stored in the column C, but it will hide the remaining text of the column B, which was overlapping the column C. So what we're going to do, if we place our arrow in here, we will see a plus sign. We will click on it, and if you can see the column is selected with thin black line, and by clicking on it we will drag it to move forward and leave it like that. So you can see the width of the column is being increased so that the text of that column can be remain in that column instead of overlapping other. Furthermore, you can write a unit price of the inventory or any other related chart you are making for your project or any of your work. Unit price. And then you can add extended price, like say the total amount of it. Now again, it's overlapping the column F. So what we're gonna do, the same thing which we have done in here. What is it? Place your cursor here, click on it and drag it further or move it forward. This is how you will expand the column and make the text to be filled inside that column instead of overlapping others. Now, If you want to expand further columns, you can do it as well. It's not necessary that to avoid the overlapping. You can use the width as desired, like say doing this and like this. So you can do it as per your requirement. Now, if you want to place this text to be seen in the middle, what we'll do, we will use the alignment group, which is center your content, and click on it. Our whole content is placed on center. Now, I have left this first row intentionally. Why? To give it a heading. So, what will give a heading? Let's suppose we write a project chart. Okay. Now, we want this project chart to be in the middle of all the columns we have used. So, what we're gonna do, click on this cell, like say click on this cell and click it on and drag it to the last column we have written or stored our text, and click on merge and center. This is how we have selected all the columns into a single cell, all these columns into a single cell, and place our text in the front. You can then bold it, fill in the color, or change the color of font as per your requirement. This was the basic info. For further exploration, keep watching my videos. I hope you have liked this video. Thank you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button.